not ready for it, girl. We don't even know what we're talking about.
Hey, best friend. Look, this is my best friend. So we done made it back from the Bloom release. It was so hot. It was hot out there.
Hotter than two fat bitches on a skateboard.
It was what?
Two fat bitches on a skateboard. It
What?
was hot.
It was. It was hot. I was even sweating. I don't usually sweat, but I was sweating. So what I did was I decided to make me and my best friend some refreshing drinks.
Cocktails, yay.
And
Fucked up.
yeah, so this has some apple Crown Royal, Sprite,
And whatever that blue shit is.
and some blue shit.
And blue shit tastes good though. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's like Everfresh Tropical Punch or something. Nick, Tropical Punch juice.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, I'm gonna find out. Hold on.
Hey, you just gonna leave me on live like that?
Talk to the people.
I don't know what the fuck is
Oh, okay.
the hell?
So it is Island Punch. So I put a very large portion of Crown in there.
Yeah, you did.
It was more Crown, less Sprite, and less juice, and lots of ice, because that's how it got slushy. Well, it's starting to melt. Hold on. Good.
Crazy.
It really is good. So anyway, we went and we did the Bloom release. It was an amazing experience to be able to show unity and come together for Breonna Taylor that lost her life due to police brutality or just
incompetency.
Yes, incompetency. Because she was in the privacy of her own home, sleep, minding her business.
Yep.
She wasn't out there running the streets or doing God knows what with God knows who. She wasn't doing any of those things. She was with her boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, and they were asleep. And so the police did a
no-knock warrant.
Yes, no-knock warrant. And, you know, since then they've changed some things with that. But it should have never been in place in the first place, because it's easy to make clerical mistakes. And since then, it appears that the person that they were searching for was already in custody, to my understanding.
They were locked up the day before the no-knock warrant was issued.
So somewhere along the way, somebody fucked up.
Yes. And what needs to happen is those officers, everybody involved, including the judge who signed off on that bullshit, need to be held accountable.
Well, and that goes back to what I tell everybody. You have to vote on your, not just your president elections, but you also have to vote on your local elections, like your mayor, your judges. All those people make decisions, you know, that can affect you. And in this case, it cost someone their life. They were not able to even see their 27th birthday, which would have been, excuse me, which would have been yesterday. So with that being said, changes have to be made, and we, as people of color, rather if you're black, brown, also anyone in the LGBT community, which also falls in a minority, because some of the laws that our current administration has come up with discriminates against people within the LGBT community as far as getting jobs and things like that. So, with that being said, it is important that we go out and we vote so we can make the changes necessary. So we can put in the right people, whether it be locally or our state senators, state representatives, because those are the ones that will be able to push those laws and legislations through. And yeah, you have anything to add, best friend?
Black lives matter. And yes, we know that all lives matter, but we're talking about black ones right now.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. So when it comes to, hold that thought, I got to check on my hamburgers. I smell them. Hold on.
I don't know why she just be leaving me alone on live. Like, I really just know what to say. It's a little odd. But yeah, all lives matter, but we're talking about black ones right now. When everybody feels as outraged as the black community is about the injustices that's going on in the world, that is when you will see change and you will see equality. Until then, we will continue to march. We will continue to say whatever we need to say and do whatever we need to do as far as getting the message across. Because being peaceful, yes, that's the number one thing. But, you know, peaceful is not always what's warranted in order to get a radical change. And there needs to be a radical change. And it's going to happen. So either move or get the fuck out the way. Is what it is. That's all I gotta say.
Very well said, best friend.
Thank you, Candid.
But back to what I was going to say before I had to check the hamburgers. Because I'm making us hamburgers and french fries. Well,
turkey.
Yeah, turkey burgers, because I don't eat beef or pork. But anyway, that's another...
red meat, but it's a challenge.
Yeah, that's another day, another story. And maybe I'll do a cooking segment with you guys one day. But anyway...
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's so funny?
You.
Why?
Because you think you might have started this piece. Because we're cooking and making drinks and shit.
Hey.
I'm not blaming.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So about the All Lives Matter slogan. And, you know, the thing that is disturbing about that is that people don't understand when somebody creates a slogan, it is not to discredit or disparage other issues. What the purpose of it is to bring awareness to certain issues. I mean, that's just like, you know, save the whales, for example. When people say save the whales, they're not saying save the whales and fuck the rest of the sea.
But what about the dolphins, though?
They're not saying that. They're just saying that whales are becoming extinct or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's a slogan, save the whales. But it does not mean save the whales and forget the rest of the sea. It just means that there's something going on with the whales, and people need to focus on that and try to create or determine why the whale's life is becoming extinct.
Exactly.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying. When we created the slogan, Black Lives Matter, we were not saying, fuck all the other lives. We weren't saying that. What we were saying is that this is an issue. We need to address it. And until we address it, nothing's going to change. So that is why we have to have the slogan Black Lives Matter. Because at an alarming rate, we are being sought, hunted down, and killed for no good reason but other than the color of our skin.
Something that we had no control over.
No control over.
But I wouldn't be any other color. Reincarnate me as a black person again and again and again and again.
Well, like me. If you look at us, she's a little more caramel than I am.
Okay, are we getting into colorism today?
Yes, you might as well.
Oh, gosh.
She's a little more caramel than I am. I'm a little lighter. However, that's what's unique about our race. We're all different shades, and we have a uniqueness about us. Rather, if you're on one end of the spectrum of light, or you're on the other end of the spectrum of dark, we're all still one people. We all have to be better about treating each other better, regardless of if you're a light-skinned black or if you're a dark-skinned black. Because at the end of the day, to people outside of our race, we all black, and we all gonna get treated as such. Even for me, you know, I've gone into, which I haven't done in like 4 years, but when I used to shop at Walmart, I used to have the experience of seeing people, well, I won't say people, I would say one particular person that happened to be on the same aisle as me every time I went down a certain aisle, but they didn't have a cart, pretending to be looking at stuff on the shelf.
Trying to see if you're going to steal something.
And, you know, and I'm like, geez, I can't even get off work and stop in the store and pick up a few things. And if anybody knows me, whenever I went to work, I would have on a suit with wingtip shoes and a bow tie. Not that that should matter. I should be able to go in there any kind of way I want. But it didn't even matter if I was well dressed or not. They didn't see that. They seen the color. And, which happens sometimes, just because people are ignorant, because I have a short cut and I wear suits. Some people call me a guy. So, anyway, that's why I stopped going to Walmart. One of the reasons. There's other reasons, but I don't shop at Walmart anymore. I don't eat at the Waffle House. Fuck Starbucks. What else?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I definitely don't fuck with Chick-fil-A. Even though they have great customer service. However, they don't like gay people. So that's another struggle that I have to always be conscious of. But what is another one? Oh, and recently, Wendy's, if you're not aware.
That hurt my soul.
And so,
no more fofofos.
No more fofofos, but included in that would also be Taco Bell.
I don't fuck with them anyway.
And Pizza Hut.
I don't fuck with them anyway. Still don't fuck with Papa John's.
Oh, fuck with Papa John's. I don't fuck with Papa John's either. Because if anybody that's on here watching, they know that Papa John's, like, this is like the hub, or what do you want to call it, headquarters area, whatever, Louisville, Kentucky. And so the guy that was, John Schneider lived here in Louisville, or outer skirts, the suburban part of Louisville, and made some racial slurs, indications.
Pretty much called us niggas and niggers.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't fuck with Papa John's either. And they took his name off the football stadium here. And so now it's just called Cardinal Stadium.
Which it was originally anyway.
It was Papa John's Stadium or whatever. But they took that down. They was like, fuck Papa John. Like, because if you look at Louisville, U of L, the basketball team, the football team, predominantly us. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to jump on here and put out some positive things that happened here in Louisville and how people came out for Breonna Taylor. And yesterday would have been her 27th birthday, and so they sent her off nice with some balloons and speeches and things like that, and everybody came together, black, white, brown. It was a multitude of people, old, young, in between. So yeah, and it's unfortunate that it takes a tragedy to bring people together, but however it happens, it happened, and we just must know the fight should continue. We should not let up. We need to push forward and continue to ensure that we are heard by any means necessary. Everyone have a good night. Be safe. Great weekend. See you soon.